Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Kaguya-Sama Love is War Ultra Romantic. Last time around, I can read it. Mikihara wants to have fun. They had to switch up the haunted house, so they made it a thing where you walk through this relatively short, creepy place, learn about this story, then you're trapped in a locker with horrifying ASMR, and Miko was also the subject of the horrifying ASMR. So, and Ishigami was going to use this to get into a locker with Tsubame, but Miko decided, no boys and girls in the same locker. Next, Chika Fujiwara wants to unmask, so her sister, Moeha, showed up, said she had a crush on Shirogane, and Chika was like, oh hell no. And yeah, that was pretty much how that went. And then Miyuki Shirogane's Culture Festival, which is an interesting title for it. Basically, Ishigami, after failing with the haunted house thing, took Tsubame to a place where there were, like, I guess, mini games, and he won a giant heart-shaped cookie for her, not realizing that that's basically a complete confession at this festival, and just thinking, oh, she really wanted this cookie, so I got it for her. That's my best Ishigami impression. It sounded more like Keanu Reeves than Ishigami. Oh well. He's kind of got the same hair, though. Anywho. So Tsubame took that as a complete confession, and she didn't reject him, but said she had to think about it, basically. So now it's a problem. It is a problem for Shirogane, though, because if Ishigami is rejected and he gets all sad, then he's not going to be able to confess to Kaguya. So now there's a wrench in his plans. So yeah, that's pretty much where we left off. And now, it's been a week. I'm ready to see. I hope we see what's going to happen. I hope either she says yes, or she says no, but he takes it really friggin' well. That second one, that'll be hard. That'll be very, very difficult, but we'll have to see. So, like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Kaguya-Sama Love is War Ultra Romantic. Here we go. I don't know if this will catch on the camera. Like, it might after I put in my color correction and stuff, but my hands are so red. I don't know why. Oh, my nose is kind of stuffy right now. I'm gonna have to go blow my nose after this episode. Hang on. I gotta look up. How far of a distance will this relationship be? Why would he do that? Stanford. Well, Stanford, yeah, in California. And yeah, between San Francisco and San Jose. That's pretty long distance. I mean, on the one hand, there's the distance across the Pacific Ocean. On the other hand, there's the date difference, and I mean like the current date, like the day of the year, from which goes all the way back around, because she would be so far ahead. That's rough, buddy. My hands, man, my hands. I'm so grateful that I started Free Run, because I get to calm the hell down after this episode. I cannot get over the levels of hype with this. Like, the literal, like it's the same amount of hype of watching, like, Goku achieve Ultra Instinct or something as it is watching a high school girl get to spend time with the boy she's in love with. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like it's like I'm getting old, you know? Like, I'm getting old, and this, like, I'm not as excited by the actual things that are supposed to be hype anymore. Although, I don't know, I still get hyped by Demon Slayer, but still. I mean, but it's the same thing, you know? It's like watching a fight in Demon Slayer, but I'm watching a romantic comedy, you know? It's like, she did it. Everything went well. Everything went well, you know? There was no one to get in her way. Fujiwara was dealing with the Phantom Thief, which I guarantee that was Shirogane. Shirogane knew that she would end up getting in his way, so he got rid of her. Ishigami was being Ishigami, but then Tsubame came in, and I have the hype of whatever that answer is going to be. Even Miko, thankfully, rugby meal. It's just everything worked. It was so good. It was so happy. And I mean, I knew it couldn't last. I knew something had to happen, but at least she had, like, that afternoon with him. And I like he did that specific. You can definitely tell he planned that he wanted that time with her. He wanted that time with her, you know, unimpeded by any other thoughts or any outsiders. Just time between the two of them, and then he would drop the bombshell. It was so good. It was beautiful. It was amazing. Even after the fortune teller. Anyone who's raised so well, or whatever. What was it? It was like whoever is like really well taught will be amazing in bed. It's just like, what? And I like even too. It's like, you know, because she was barely holding on, and then they get out. I like him saying, "It's like, ah, man, that was rough. I'm about to be a blushing mess from that." It's just like, they're like being normal. They're being normal teenagers. You know what? Because I just wrote it down. Let me look up Arsene. Because I know the name from Persona 5 as the first persona that Joker gets. It's also the persona he uses in Smash, which is where I first saw that. I hated that, by the way, in Persona 5, that pretty much immediately you don't use Arsene anymore, and you just have like all these different personas. I thought that was lame. Because like I got like a weird horse monstrosity. I'm like, man, why can't I have Arsene? Why can't Arsene just level up, you know? Like all my other teammates, their personas are still the same, like throughout the whole thing. Why is it I don't know, and I just couldn't get into that whole system of like making new personas and stuff. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like Persona 5. I just could not get into it, man. And I sunk like 50 hours into it before I gave up. But I'm just... Arsène Lupin is a fictional gentleman thief and master of disguise created in 1905 by French writer Maurice Leblanc. The character was first introduced in a series of short stories serialized in the magazine Gisetto. The first story, The Arrest of Arsène Lupin, was published on the 15th of July, 1905. Okay. I'm assuming then... The manga series Soul Eater features a thief named Lupin in Chapter 3, which is an obvious reference to Arsène Lupin. I watched Soul Eater, so that's Chapter 3, so that'd be very early on. I think that's it. I think I know that, yeah. And yeah, Persona 5 features beings known as personas that are manifestations of their owner's rebellious spirit. Okay, so yeah, so both this and Persona 5 are based on Arsène Lupin, the gentleman thief, the phantom thief. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, so excuse me, I was a little bit cultured, but not fully cultured. Excuse me. I don't know, man. My hands still hurt. I can't keep doing this, man. The next anime we watch, I can't be doing this again. I can't have this kind of hand-breaking hype, as amazing as it is. Like, by the end of this series, my hands are gonna look like Deku's hands. I'm just gonna have scars and crap everywhere from how hype everything is. Like, I'm just gonna, like, probably in the season, like, the series finale, I'm gonna, like, clap so hard that, like, both of my hands just go blue like Deku. Oh, boy. And she tried to with the balloon. That was funny. I like that. That is like, it was like the last little vestige of the war between the two of them. Like, I feel like that's it. That's the last little glimmer of their competition that we'll see, you know? Like, she tried the balloon, but the payment for a heart balloon is a heart, so. And then Tsubame. Okay, so interesting stuff with Tsubame, I must say. 'Cause, like, she doesn't want to, like, reject him. Like, she definitely has complicated feelings. Like, she likes him, at least as a friend, and she thinks he's a good guy, but, like, and I think it is kind of valid concerns for her, where it's like, you know, I like that it's like, you know, if she goes out with him, she's going to fall for him, and then he will become her entire life, and she can't really do that. But and it's like, I get it. I kind of understand where she's going with that, you know? Even though it's a thing of like, oh, well, you know, if it's love, then is that even a bad thing? But it's like, I understand. But the thing is, you can have both, you know? You can have both a loving boyfriend and your future in figure skating and stuff, or whatever it was. I think she said figure skating. I don't know. But, so it's just like, I understand where she's coming from, but you also have to, she has to think about who she's talking to, you know? Or who she's talking about, you know? Like, it's not, like, okay, I guarantee it's like, you know, whatever figure skating, like, competitions or whatever you have, whatever events you have to go to, he will go there. He will go there and cheer you on, you know? It's like, it's not, I mean, but that's really a thing of like, you know, I understand her concern, but the problem is she literally doesn't know enough about Ishigami, you know? And I like that moment there, you know, where he saves Miko, even though she doesn't realize what he's doing, but he saves her and, you know, gets mad at them and tells them off and stuff, and she's like, oh, I've never seen him be angry before. And Kaguya pretty much just reinforces it. It's like, you know, he's doing that to, you know, protect his friend and all this. It's like, he's doing it, you know, he's doing it for a good reason. She looks at it, she sees the good reason, you know? And I like she basically says, like, I need to get to know him more before I say yes or no. So I like that. And I'm assuming the answer that she's going to give him is, not yet, but I want us to stay friends to see. Like, I want to get to know you better before we get to that point. Which, honestly, that's just the end of Mob Psycho. You know, that's essentially what happened at the end of Mob Psycho. I mean, that's still a rejection, technically, but it's a rejection with the door still open, you know? He's got one foot in the door right now. So he has a chance. Is that she wants to get to know him better and see if it'll work out. He's pretty favorable right now after what she's seen today, but of course she's going to say this and he's going to be like, wait, when did I confess? Uh-oh. He's going to be completely shocked when he realizes he confessed to her, but I think it'll go well. I think we're gonna get my friggin' wish, which is that, you know, he'll get rejected, but, you know, but it'll still work out, and he won't be depressed. She even says, like, you won't have to look after him with this answer. So, and of course, in all of this is Kaguya's misunderstanding. You know, it's like, oh, clearly one of Ishigami's rivals confessed to her. Don't worry, Ishigami, I'll kill this man. It's like, hey, friggin', I can't. It's taken a while to get here, but Kaguya is such a great friend to him, you know? Oh, boy. So that's at least good. But yeah, but we'll have to see. We're still sitting on pins and needles over here, but at least I'm like more okay with, you know, where we are with Ishigami and Tsubame. Now the tension is passed back to Kaguya and Shirogane. So we'll have to see. What's going on. I mean, they could still keep up a long distance relationship. It'll be rough. But they could do it. They could keep up a long distance relationship. You know? I hope. But man, I didn't even realize that it's like, yeah, he's going to Stanford a year early. It's like, I didn't even realize. I thought this was their graduating year, but nope. They still have one more year at Shuchin, but he's leaving early. Oh boy. So yeah, that's pretty much where we are. The hype continues. We've got 2 more episodes left of the season. Then we got the 4 special episodes, which God knows what we're doing in those. I don't know. But yeah. But I'm curious. I'm excited. These things are terrified of what I'm going to do, but it's great. This show's so great. I love it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Kaguya-Sama reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.